very warm good morning to especially the student of class 10. Today, our school decided to start online classes through YouTube and WhatsApp. Today, I am going to start first chapter. It has taken from First Flight, a letter to God. A letter to God. This chapter, I am going to explain in English, then afterwards in Hindi also. Then it will be quite clear for you. A letter to God. This chapter is very effective chapter. In this chapter, there was a person named Lancho. He was a farmer. He used to cultivate crops, and his family totally depends on farming, agriculture. One day, he was staying at home and his children was playing. He has um, he has a small farm, and his younger children was playing, whereas his elder child used to help him in agriculture. After when he used to go to field, he used to work there, and his wife, his child, elder child, is to help in agriculture. Lenzo, he and his family totally depends on farming, agriculture. So he was expecting for rain. He was hoping for rain. Suddenly a suddenly there was a drop of rainfall on his head, and he was thinking that this is not only a drop of rain, but a small rain, a small drop of rain, uh, a small drop of rain is equal to 5 cent, whereas big drop of rain is equal to 10 cent. 10 cent means rupees. Here, how it comes 5 cents and 10 cents? 10 cent. 5 cent when whenever when there will be enough crops, that that crops is value equal to 5 cent and 10 cent. But what happened at that time? There was a change. There was a change. It means the clouds became dark, and there was a storm. And after some times, everything changed. There was a hailstorm, and his field was destroyed by hailstorm and uh, hailstorm. Now he became very upset. He went to his home. After that, he was thinking that this year we are going to starve. We are going to die this year because there are no crops, no food, no clothes, nothing else. So what we are going to eat whole year? His family also became sad and nothing to do. He thought and thought. He thought and thought continuously, simultaneously. After some times, an idea came in his mind. Why should not we start write a letter to God? We should ask help from God. We should ask help from God. He thought that Now I am going to write a letter to God for help, because there is nobody who can help in this disaster. So he started writing a letter to God and he demanded 100 pesos. He demanded 100 pesos. He just wrote a letter to God, and there is no address, only to God, and no address. And he went to post office and dropped his letter into box. After some times, a postman came and he saw a letter. He started laughing. What is this? Who had written a letter to God and where to send? No idea. So he started laughing and where I went to show postmaster. Postmaster was amiable person. He was amiable person, and he also started laughing. And the postmaster thought that how this see the situation, how much fat this fellow Lencho have on God. So we must help Lencho. So all staff contributed money, and somehow they collected 70 pesos and sent to Lencho. When Lencho saw money, it was only 70 pesos. So he thought that God never make mistake. It was it was it was mistake by postman and postmaster, who have bribed my money, who has stolen my rest of amount. It means 30 peso. It was taken by postman and postmasters. But actually we know that what is the fact. Fact was postman and postmasters and all his staff contributed money and given to Lencho. Again, Lancho wrote a letter to God. Dear God, this time you please send money direct to me, not through postman and postmaster, because before they had taken my 30 pesos. In this chapter, we learned that how Lancho has faith on God. And here is a question: what does Lancho hope for? So you know very well, Lancho hope for rain only. Then only it compares to a small drop of rain 5 cent and big drop of rain 10 cent. Thank you very much.